In this video, I'm going to be talking a little bit about the balance between spiritual self and human self. Years ago, when I was studying spiritual psychology and getting a master's in spiritual psychology, I heard this phrase, which did resonate for me. And to this day, I use it in my groups and classes and when I work with clients. And the phrase is, you are a spiritual being having a human experience. Okay? You are a spiritual being having a human experience. And I believe that from just years of experience, I noticed there can be a sense of imbalance between those two parts of us. And oftentimes people who do consider themselves to be spiritual or lean into spirituality or have been walking a spiritual path have done so because they've gone through some kind of a experience where that created trauma or woundedness inside of them. And so spirituality became a pathway which gave them a sense of relief, gave them hope, gave them a sense of direction in life. And what can start to happen is that spirituality can become ungrounded. So we can have these spiritual concepts. Everybody probably by now, most people by now have heard of law of attraction, how that plays on spiritual concepts and principles and universal laws and things of that nature. And sometimes spirituality, if it's not used in way that allows us to feel more connected to ourselves and others, can actually create a disconnect from the human part of us, right? The one that experiences difficult emotions, the one that experiences pain, the one that has financial struggles or troubles and has conflicts in the relationships. All of these things that I don't want to say that they define us as a human being, but they're part of the human experience, right? And so invitation here is for you is to ask yourself, how balanced am I when it comes to my humanity and also my spirituality? Do I feel like they are harmonizing each other or they're kind of complementing each other, or are you experiencing a split between the human self and the spiritual self? And ideally, at some point we start to recognize they don't even need to be so separate from each other. I can't say that I live my life from that kind of point, but I do see definitely glimpses of that, experiences of that in my daily life. And I also recognize that, as I'm walking my quote unquote spiritual path, there's certain tendencies, patterns, beliefs that my human self has either inherited, has been holding on to, was incarnated with, that I can also practice releasing, letting go, and processing and healing so that my human experience can also be better, right? That I can start to experience a greater sense of peacefulness, for example, or happiness or joy or contentment. And it does not, once again, mean it happens through a spiritual bypass, but it does happen in an honest, authentic way so that both of these parts of me can start to um, really dance together, be with each other, and hopefully at some point become more reunited with each other so they don't have to be two parts, but there can be that sense of union within. Okay, I hope this video helps you. If you want to comment, let me know what you what is percolating inside of you as you're hearing it. Comment, share it if you want to. And also, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, feel free to do that if you want to. All right, take care. Bye.